Now, let's talk here about Monique Ryan, who I'm sure is a lovely person, rah-rah. But the passive-aggressive style that she brought to the debate today might be a reason why, as soon as the debate was over, she ran out a side door and didn't shake a single hand of anyone who was actually at the debate.
But this is a man who votes with Barnaby Joyce every time against what is essentially our national interest.
And she said she had none. She said, in fact...
And the honest response is that I had a job that I loved and that I was very, very good at.
It's not unreasonable to tell the local community...
This government has done nothing good for us in the last 9 years.
So when she was asked about tax, you would think that the people of the cashed-up parts of Kooyong would have a slight ear to all of this. Imagine hiring this person to be your local MP.
It's not my job as an independent to come up with a fully fledged idea for tax reform for this country. What we don't want is band-aid payments given to us with a budget, but with an election, you know, very, very looming. And what we don't want is short-term solutions like the low and middle income, the cuts to low and middle income tax earners who now don't know what's going to happen with them, with their taxes in the next 6 to 12 months.
This is what happened when all you've been doing is going to dinner parties and everyone agrees with you. And what about climate? Bugger the cost.
It's not unreasonable to tell the local community what the cost of your plan is.
Okay, well, let's...
When Neil Mitchell asked me about my costings for action on climate change, and I said, I can't answer that question. There's a simple reason for that. My policy is to support Zali Steggall's Climate Change Act. So there's not a costing associated with that.
Michael, 30 seconds. This is madness.
Oh, mate, this is madness. And look, where do you start? These inner city people like her, she does hold in contempt the average Australian in Michael Sukkah's seat, Alan Tudge's seat, Jason Wood's seat. The average Australians with their houses and their mortgages and their job security. Government's done nothing in the last 9 years. What about the 700,000 people that Josh Frydenberg saved through JobKeeper? At great cost to the government and the credibility of the government because it was attacked by a lot of people on our side of spending too much money. He put people first. But when you're in a rock solid job and you've got not much of a mortgage and you've got plenty of income, you don't worry about all those bogans out there, in Voterland. This would be a real stain on us if we elected these people. And as I said before, mate, the nasty strain of anti-Jewish sentiment that runs alongside a lot of these teal candidates worries the life out of me because if they can pass on Hitler memes and things, who are these people, mate? Who are these people?
I've got 30 seconds, Matt. But honestly, you talk about the people in suburban areas. The entire state of Queensland, these people want to give the middle finger to.
Well, I think Anthony Albanese would be very happy with that performance, but because Monique Ryan's about the only person less prepared for the details than he is, he probably looks good next to her. But the fact that she can't put a cost here, it just shows this complete dismissal of the impact of her policies on people where I am here tonight in North Queensland. Her policies would cause people to lose their job. Her policies would cause people to lose their homes. Her policies would see families break up. And so what is her response to that? And why hasn't she decided to measure that and weigh that up against what she thinks or how many bushfires would be avoided by us cutting emissions by 60%? I think the answer is zero. But this is where people with a lot of money don't seem to understand the impact of their choices, their 15-second statements on people's real lives who do it tough every week just to balance the budget and pay their mortgage.
Bloody oath. Thank you, lads. Do appreciate it. That's why your vote in the suburbs can help buffer against the idiocy that's happening in the cities. Your vote has never been more powerful. Stop the mad left, which includes the Simon Says fake independence.